Welcome everybody, race fans of all ages, NECRL Cup League, tonight Daytona nighttime. Should be a great race tonight. You're gonna see everything, side drafting, bump drafting. Oh yeah, you gotta have friends to get around here in these cup cars. Teammates is gonna be extremely important. Green flag pit stops, well, that could possibly be a problem. The good news is they're going to get 2 fast repairs tonight. So you're going to see a lot of chances, a lot of things being taken that normally they wouldn't do if there weren't any fast repairs. So, hey, stick around. It's the national anthem time. Get yourself something to drink, something to eat, and lunch on. Come back, spend the next few hours with me, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah. it's you and me, the name of the flag. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the brave, and the
Welcome back, everybody. NECRL Cup League Max Speed TV live on this Sunday night. They're getting ready to go into their qualifying session. Real quick about qualifying. What are some of these cats going to do? Well, some's going to want to qualify all the way up front so they can possibly miss the big one if it happens. And yeah, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and where are you going to be, and can you miss it when it does happen. So some's going to qualify their little hearts out to get up front in that rocking chair where they feel that they're going to be the safest. Also, another one too is going to be some guys that are going to run all the way back in the back. They're not even going to want to qualify. They're going to be way back there and hope they can miss the big one. There's 100 laps here, folks. It's going to take a long time. They want to be there at the end. You cannot win it if you're not in it. So that's kind of what you're looking at here when it comes to qualifying. You have a couple different ways to go. You run your little heart out and hope you get up front, or you lay back in the back, stay back far enough where you can miss the big one. Real quick, 100 laps tonight. Tire window, I always say it's with fuel. The reason why is because you're going to come in on a fuel window between 23 and 25 laps here. When you do that, basically you have enough time, depending on what type of fuel that you're going for. You know, if you need a full tank, you've got plenty of time to change to set, left sides, right sides, or whatever. Daytona, Talladega, etc., etc. It does not tear up your tires that much. You can go near 100 miles on one set of tires. Don't recommend it. It's silly because you got to be in there to get fuel anyway. You might as well take the time to get the tires too. It's all the same thing. So we'll find out how it's going to work out for us. Also, your pit road speed. Keep an eye on that too. If you get caught with a penalty here, it sucks. It is hard to get made back up, especially if there's been an incident where some other guys are down. So keep that in mind. Green flag pit stops. That's going to be another one. Right now, I'm going to find it here. The guys are going to start qualifying. Let's see who we got out here running around. There you go, coming right at us in the 121 machine, Lance Thompson. I call him the Bandit. They call him the Bandit. Just joking. Anyway, the reason why is because it's a Trans Am. Nothing fancy, no big deal, big sponsors, no. Just got the bird on the hood. That's all he cares about. That's all he needs. There it is. Lance Thompson. That is the guy we're looking at. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. Chris Wall, there he is. So far, this guy's got the pole. Nice run. 48.169. Letting it all hang out tonight. Nick Lawrence coming up to us. He's sitting there pretty in that second spot. He's absolutely fine and happy with that thing. Who else we got running around? Oh, looks like the 12. Oh my. No surprise. And of course, we're talking about one Andrew Lewis right here. He just blisters it off the pole. It's 48.168. And 48.169 took second. That's like a blink of an eye. Nevertheless, he did get the pole, it looks like. Nobody else. One more person's on the track. I do believe one more, and there he is. It's going to be Junior Miller. Take a little peek at him. He's been having some good runs here. There he is inside. Look at those eyes. He is absolutely focused with that eagle inside on the helmet. Sharp. 11th position, it looks like. We got one more. Garth Snyder. Don't want to forget him. He's coming out right now. Going to get his qualifying time in? Maybe. Got about 14 seconds to go. I like to say hi to my fans out here. That's right. I've actually got fans, folks. Believe it or not. Tater Tot. Nice to have you, pal. John Black. The guy is always following us around here on MaxspeedTV. I certainly appreciate him. I got to get this guy a T-shirt. He's always with me. Glad to have you there, John. Matter of fact, he only lives a couple of hours away from me, I think. In the wonderful, sort of, kind of, fairly warm state of Ohio. That's it, guys. We are done with this mess. Wait for him to come up and hit the grid, and we'll go through the starting lineup. Like I said, things that you want to watch for in this race. Green flag pit stops. Do not get caught speeding in pit road. That's really gotta suck if it happens. Not gonna be a good thing. All right, let's do this. Let's see how many last names I can continue to screw up through the season here. Why? Well, because I'm good at it. That's why. Here we go, folks. Let's try it. Rover number 1 to 12, Andrew Lewis. Keep an eye on him. He can get around just about any track that there is. The guy is awesome. Beside him, 85, Junior Miller. Row number 313, Mark Beverly. The 88 of Garth Snyder along beside him. Wow, what did I just do? I screwed that one up, didn't I, huh? Well, let's try it again. The 85 of Junior Miller, row number 2. And 18 beside him is going to be Nick Lawrence. Row 3, the 87, Chris Stroop. And a 22 of One Haas Beverly. Row number 4 is going to be the 7 of Brett Summers. 28 along beside him of Frank Flores. Row number 5, the 121, Lance Thompson. And the 69 of Tyler Beverly. Row 6, the 52 Toyota machine, David. Yep, that's it. 13, Mark Beverly beside him. Row 7, the 88, Garth Snyder. 23 of Joseph Allen. Row number 8, Dennis Steele. The 93 beside him of Brad Yonkman. And row number 9, the 115, last but certainly not least, will be Jeffrey Stewart. I did it. That's it. Done. Got through them. Awesome. Like I said, watch these guys when it comes to the drafting. You want to make sure that when you're drafting that you are absolutely perfectly together on those bumpers. It is easy to turn these guys in these cup cars. Make sure you are square. Watch your fuel. Watch your water temperature and your oil pressure, your oil temperature as well. iRace has got this fixed up where you can blow a motor and not even realize you've done it. So anyway, 100 laps, Daytona nighttime, NECRL Cup League. These guys are awesome. They are all good. Anybody can win it, boys. And here we go. It's green flag racing time. Chris rolled up on that top side, looking for a little help from that 18 machine. Andrew Lewis down in the bottom in the number 12. Right now, his best buddy will be Junior Miller. The second set of cars, the second row right here, those are considered your pushers, which would be the 85 of Junior Miller and that 18 of Nick Lawrence. They set the pace on each bottom top side lane. They'll set the pace as far as pushing and speed goes. You never want to push the pusher because that's when you start causing problems. You let that pusher get up there and do his thing. These cup cars are very, very hard to suck up. It takes a lot of time for them to suck up to each other. So you're not going to see the beating and banging like you do in the trucks and stuff. It's a little bit harder here in these cups. Lewis is muscling around out there pretty well, actually. Top line, not so much. Now, we've only got 17 guys out here that's running right now tonight. So, basically, that's a pretty good thing. That's a good sign. That means less opportunities for the caution and accidents to happen. But it also means green flag pit stops. As you can see, these first three guys are just ever so slightly trying to pull away a little bit here. Junior Miller and Mr. Stroop. Now you're going to see a lot of these guys get right into the single file action and just right around here for a while. Up in the top side, hanging out there by himself, Brett Summers looking for just a little tad bit of help if he can get it. Take a look at that. It's the Boston Web marketing machine. Take a look at his eyes. Oh, yeah. See how closest you get side by side with that other guy sitting out here on the inside of you? Now, these guys are going to scoot down on each other, and you're going to watch it. Go back in here somewhere. Watch Brett Summers. That top line is going to come right on down, and they're actually going to squeeze this bottom line. And what they're doing is they're side drafting. They're going to pull that bottom line backwards. It's going to slow them down. And they actually make pretty decent momentum. Watch the 18 up here do the exact same thing. He will literally door draft. Trouble right off the get-go right here already. Let's see if I can find out what's going on here. Not sure. And there's quite a bit of... I hear the squealing and the wheeling, but I'm not seeing anything hardly. My ATVOs is really slow. I'm wanting to work tonight. I don't know if it's an internet thing or what. So, before we get back into this race, I am going to, if I can, restart these ATVOs. You guys, I'm going to run a quick commercial right here because I don't know, I got a bug happening, guys. Hang on, we'll be right back. Bear with me right here.
We
got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
All right, folks, I'm back. I think I got the problem solved. At least I'm certainly hoping I did. Good Lord. What a night. I got gremlins. Sounds like a bad disease, doesn't it? Not sure what exactly happened, but whatever it was, I do notice that Brad Yonkman is out of the picture here. In the 93. Nowhere to be found, so it had to do with him, I'm sure. 8 laps out of 100 in the book. Problems out on the track, problems with the broadcast. I think I got it fixed, though, and I believe that they're got everything fixed and they're going to be on the way. Lewis is a tough cookie to beat. He knows how to get around this track and get around it very, very well. Some other great noticeable guys just to keep in the back of your mind, too. Nick Lawrence is one. Brett Summers. Garth Snyder. I mean, honestly, every single driver out here, I mean, they're awesome guys. Anybody can win this thing. All the way back into the back here. Even in that 16th spot, Tyler Beverly. Keep an eye on him. He'll move his way up. Some guys want to stay back into the back. Dennis Steele on the 6 machine, which is showing 28 here in front of us, but it is the 6. And we got all kinds of 28s around here, don't we? Hots Beverly in the 22 machine. Keep an eye on him as well. He's got a fast hot rod. And it's so fast. There it is. I told him that paint job gets him probably 2/10 quicker than anybody. Same thing's going to go with that machine right there. Bike Week 2021. Lewis is on the bottom. Up top is going to be Junior Miller. There goes the pace car. You know what time it is, don't you? Huh? Huh? That's right. It is green flag time. NECRL. Hit that like button. Lewis gets out to a really good start. Man, he has got the horses running tonight. The 132, Chris Wold right there, doing the pushing. Junior Miller up top, and his pusher's going to be of Nicholas Lawrence right there, the 18 machine. "90 laps to go. These guys need to keep it clean. When you're running this close, watch your temperatures." Hello, Nathan. How you doing out there, my friend? The guy, everybody's hollering out on YouTube, Bill, to do what I like to do best. It's one of my favorite things. So let's do it, huh? What do you think, John Black? I think it's time to crank this mother up. Let's see if we can find out what happened on this mess. Maybe, possibly. Already hear it. Let's back it up. Let's come up here just a little bit. There. See what's going on, folks. See where it's happening at up here. Remember, you got to be square when you're pushing. As you can see right there, the 121 of Lance Thompson gets shoved. Haas Beverly was not square to that bumper. And turned Thompson, and wow, the 28 did everything he could to get out of the way of the old Davey Allison paint scheme there. He didn't get a whole lot of damage right there. But as you can see, we'll run along here beside him. Let's take a look into the cockpit. You're running around with Mr. Haas Beverly. There was the shot. And that's what happens. Now, I will say, it is very hard to be squared up on that bumper if the guy in front is kind of swerving. You want to go push him, but if he turns the wheel just a little bit, it's going to cause you not to be square. So am I going to say, that actually, that's kind of both guys' fault in a way, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's two different sides to every story. My opinion is, you want to go up and try to push a guy, obviously. It's what it's all about. And if he's not exactly super smooth and you hit him wrong, you're going to turn him. So, it's just the way it is. It's racing, folks. Period. You all can be the judge of that. That's just my opinion. They will be coming in, I would imagine, 14 laps. $16 cars out there, not a big deal. Plenty of time to go back up to the front, 14 laps out of 100 in the books with 2 cautions already. 2. 0 lead changes. Lewis has led everything so far. If you are watching any Stereo Cup League, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all of the hobbies. At least that's what the wife keeps telling me. You got too many. I don't believe that's possible. Are they going to stay out or are they going to come in? Looks like they are going to stay out. Mr. Thompson, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that had to scare the crap out of you just a little bit.
Yeah, this new draft package, it's definitely different. I mean, normally you can't suck up, then you get on that outside line, and I don't know where the wind's coming from, but it'll loop you right around.
Yeah, it looks like it's hard to handle up there on that top side. I mean, Haas came up to give you a nice little tap, and I mean, it seemed like all you guys could do is to try to keep your bumpers locked up straight. It looks like it's a handful.
Yeah, there's definitely no bump drafting. It's like you got an air cushion between you and the car in front of you if you're in the right situation, and then situation like me and Haas, it comes right up behind you and it just sucks you right up. And it's like you have no spoiler.
I hear you. Yeah, it looks really, like I said, it looks very squirrely. You know, you want to push somebody, but if they're not completely straight and you hit them and you're not square, well, you're going to have a bad day and you're going to cause somebody else to have a bad day.
Racing really screwed this package up. I hope they fix them. I kind of thought it might turn into like real NASCAR on restricted plates where they go single file forever, and it probably could go that way, but it's just got to get everybody on the same frame of mind.
Gotcha. Hey, good luck, buddy. Get her back up there. I know you can do it.
Thank you.
All right. All the updates that iRacing does, and they do a boatload of them here. Sometimes it's for the good, and as you can see, some of the drivers not a happy camper with them. Like I said, you got to be square to that bumper if you're going to be back pushing or whatever. Well, unfortunately, the way the wind's swirling and the way this new package is set up, making it nearly impossible to do it. But we're going to find out if they can figure it out and do it, because we're going back green flagging one more time. Lewis is on the bottom. Chris Wold is up on the top side. John, I have nothing to do with the national anthem, my brother. They say play it, you play it. Speaking of playing, look at these three cats up here. Summers is trying by himself. Went up on that high side. And Mr. Snyder right here in the 88 just kind of closed him down a little bit. Definitely looks like this side drafting thing will pull a car around here. I just noticed Lawrence there, Nick Lawrence. He got real squirrely right there. You can see them. I mean, normally they're a heck of a lot smoother than this. So this package has got to be a handful. Whoa, Brett Summers, see it right there? You seen it happen right in front of us. And it's going all the way on back too. The question is, does that bring out? Yes, it does. Well, let's watch this one in slow motion. You can see they're in and out, in and out. It's the way it's kind of working right here. And you can notice right there, the 18, I mean, I don't even think he actually touched him hardly. But it was enough to get Summers all squirrely. And, man, he's doing his best to try to keep it off of him, but he cannot do it. These guys have definitely got their hands full tonight. It just absolutely sucks right up into the guy. Let's take a ride here with the 18 and see if we can actually see this from his point of view. Yeah, it just takes the air, I guess, apparently off the spoiler, and away they go. That's exactly what it looks like to me. I don't know. You guys be the judge of that one. Definitely tough. 18 laps is the last time since these first four drivers have been out or been into the pits. I do believe you're going to see them all come in right now, and we are. Whoa, look at that. The 132 says, no, I think I'm going to stay out here. Mr. Lewis is going to come in. Lawrence is also in. Tyler Beverly, Chris Stroop, all of them are coming in. Joseph Allen. There's Junior Miller up there. Tyler Beverly's coming in. David, I can't pronounce his last name's coming in. There's Mark Beverly in the 13. Yeah, all these cats came in except for Mr. Chris Wold and Mr. Garth Snyder in the 88 machine. You're watching the NECRL. That's right, Cup League. I got to talk to another buddy of mine. He'll let us know exactly what we think. And he's one of the killer bees. Haas Beverly, Bobby in the booth, you got me.
What's up, Bobby?
Son, it looks like you got a handful out here.
They messed up another track, bro.
Yeah,
My favorite track.
They've done something awful screwy because that one incident there where you and Thompson got together, I mean, it just looks like the closer to the car you get, the more they can't handle it. And if you accidentally touch them, it sends them around.
Yeah, one lap you come around, you can't suck up. There's a bubble, and then the next time it just sucked me right up into the back of him.
It's unbelievable. It looks like it is totally a handful tonight. Now look, 2 fast repairs is what you get for this whole race. We've only got 19 laps in already, and I'm sure some of these cats have used their fast repairs. This is going to be an interesting night, to say the least, isn't it?
For sure, buddy, for sure. I had to use one. I couldn't keep speed, so I had to get one.
Well, if anybody can get up there to the top and hang out with the big boys, it's you. Like I said, that paint scheme, good Lord, that's got to give you at least 2/10 quicker than anybody else.
Yeah, unlike the other night, I didn't wear my flames, see, and you see what happened to me. I had a big target on me.
That's correct. Yep. Live and you learn, brother. Well, hey, I'm going to let you go. They're getting ready to go back green again, and we'll watch you work your way back up. And like I said, I know you're white knuckle riding it around there. It's a handful, so good luck and hang in there.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right. You not only got to be square when you're going to push somebody for bump drafting, but now you got the air pocket that is referred to in the way. iRacing really did some major changes here, and the guys are not used to it whatsoever. And this is going to get ugly. I think we're just seeing a little bit of I think you're seeing the calm before the storms. Chris Roll down on the bottom did not come in to the pits whatsoever. He's got 20 laps on his tires. Garth Snyder is out there with 20 laps on their tires. Tires is not a huge deal. At least it didn't used to be before iRacing started tweaking and playing with stuff. I don't know how that's going to affect right here as far as the super speedway. It shouldn't affect much, but you just never know. You used to be able to beat and bang all the way around the track too, but as you can see, you can't do that anymore. Green flagging. Let's do it again. Snyder's up on the outside with absolutely no help to be found whatsoever. Zero. He is going to be backpedaling for sure. Chris Wold will be out in front. He's going to have Frank Flores right there being the pusher. Or should I say, at least being behind him. Let's take a look at him right there. We're going to ride along with him. Let's just see exactly the difference. Normally, when you're coming out of a turn like this, you can get right up on their bumper and give them one good shove before you get to this tri-oval up here. Now, they said sometimes you can suck right up to them, and it pretty much, you can't stop it. It just takes you and goes. And other times, you can't even get to the bumper of them. So there's an awful lot of what-ifs and different handling problems that's going on. These guys are not familiar with. And as you can tell, the straighter you are, the smoother you are. Now watch him suck right up to him. There's no way he's going to be able to hit him. because he's going into the turn. So he's got to back up just a little bit. This is going to be an interesting race, to say the least. Andrew Lewis has settled in all the way back into that 9th position. The 87 of Chris Stroop, he's in the 11th. Mr. Thompson right there in the 121. He said he's just, he's not sure when I interviewed him. Gotta hang out here and ride around and get some of these laps down. 23 out of 100 is in the book. We still got a long ways to go. What you do not want to do way back here, the Davey Allison machine paint scheme right here, you do not want to lose this draft. But I'm telling you, that is probably one of the best looking paint schemes I've seen in a while. Absolutely love it. But it's going to be hell for him because he's slowly going to lose this draft on these guys. Flores up top. Hopefully going to be able to lead his first lap right here. You heard Haas Beverly when I was talking with him. What did he say? He said hopefully these guys are going to stay in a single file thing here for quite a while. Kind of looks like they might have heard his interview maybe. Because most of these guys are staying single file all the way back, well, all the way back to the 12 of Andrew Lewis. So the first 7 cars are staying single file. Lewis is trying to get something going up on that top side. Right now, the safest place to be is in your mama's rocking chair, and that's exactly what I call the number 1 guy in that inside lane. Safe as in your mama's arms. About 197 mile an hour. That's pretty darn impressive. Frank Flo still hanging in there. Number 2, they're all just riding around right now, kind of letting these laps just go right on by the way if they can. I will say, some of these guys back here, now it's 27 laps, Chris Wold, since he's been into the pits. At least that's what my timing's telling me. This guy, he's got to be on fumes. Has to be. Because some of these guys was running out right around 20 to 24 laps. So I'm not quite sure if he's got a little extra something in there or not. I'm not sure. But he has got to be coming in to get fuel here pretty soon. Is he going to come in this time? No, he is not. Remember I was talking about Joseph Allen? Look how far he is. Almost 14 seconds. That is going to be extremely tough to be able to get caught back up for that. I'm going to assume he's going to be praying for a caution because this train's going to catch him and catch him fast. Back a little bit of ways, Lance Thompson, there he is. He's looking at that 8th position. On the outside, he's got Andrew Lewis. Him and Brett Summers are trying to make something happen there. Dennis Steele also in the Haviland machine. Coming a little bit more help. Junior Miller's back there, the 87 of Chris Stroop. Way back here, Joseph Allen running around with no friends whatsoever. He's about a half a track away. And as you would say, dropping like flies. They are definitely going to catch him. Everybody having a great time tonight. It is a whopping Sunday night. I hope everybody's doing well. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Make me look good, and also let these guys know you appreciate what they're doing tonight. Y'all gotta be liking something. I mean, come on. That can't be that bad, really? Only 6 likes? Oh, you're killing me. Now, I will say, if these guys stay sync file like they are, they're running at 195, roughly 195 mile an hour. And all the way back here in the back, 179, 178. They're going to catch him in about another, probably, I'd say about a lap, maybe 2. They're going to have him. They've actually settled down quite a bit. I think they realize that this little bump drop thing and the bubble and air pockets and everything that iRacing's created right now, everybody just kind of scratching their noggins a little bit. They're not quite sure what the heck's going on. You guys out there having a great time with us tonight, why don't you just go ahead and let me know on YouTube. Give me a hell yeah, this is awesome. What else is there on a Sunday night, folks, huh? And don't nobody tell me watching Hallmark or Lifetime television, too. Although we do have some guys that enjoy that. Chris Rolls led 17 laps so far. Frank Floss is right here, the 28 machine. He's second. Nick Lawrence in the 18s hanging out in third right there. The Interstate Batteries. David, I cannot attempt to spell your last name in the 52 machine, which basically it's saying 20 out here. Here's Tyler Beverly. I told you he'd be working his way up, didn't I? There he is. In that 5th position. In the Carhartt's machine. Haas Beverly up into the 6th position. Garth Snyder setting in 7th. Lance Thompson is up in the 8th. Mark Beverly is going to be 9th. 10th, Jeffrey Stewart. Andrew Lewis, he was your pole setter. Led 15 laps. He's hanging out here in the back for a little while. Dennis Steele's in 12th. Chris Stroop, the 87 machine, is in 13th. Junior Miller is in 14th. Brett Summers is hanging back now a little bit. He's in the 15th. And Joseph Allen is in 16th. Right around right there with Nick Lawrence. Wouldn't you like to look at that all the way around the track? Talk about some distraction going on. Let me tell you, But I do suppose if there's anybody that I wanted to follow right now, I think it would be Frank Flores in that 28 machine. Yep, pretty sure I don't think I'd mind following him around the track for a while. What do y'all think, huh? Riding along with Tyler Beverly. Now, oh, we got ourselves a caution already. And I'm thinking Mark Beverly and them are involved in this one. Let's see what's happened here. And right there it was. Let me back it up just a smidge. We'll start it all back over again. Trying to figure out who it is up there. Take a better look. Not sure who that was. So let's run it. Maybe I can see it. Where it was, it hit a lot of guys. Holy crap. Looks like it's the 88. To me, it looks like I'm hearing through the admins, looks like the 88 might have come down just a little bit. And when he did, man, Thompson took a shot. So did Beverly. A lot of good guys in this one. I am going to ride along because it is pretty wild. Let's ride along with Thompson, see just exactly what he had to go with. Let me find my buddy. There he is. Let's do this here. Well, check this out. He sees it happening right in front of me. Where do I go? Wham! There will be some fast repairs being used after that bad boy. And you can tell right there, Mr. Thompson just used one. Here comes your leaders now. Down pit road. Let's watch him come in and hit his pit stall. Nice and easy. Now, I can guarantee you that car is starving for some serious fuel. And away he goes. Wait till these guys get lined up here a little bit. Your top 5 is going to be Wold. I can't even pronounce that last name. 52. 18 of Lawrence. 12 of Lewis and Beverly. 69. A lot of good cars got involved in that one as well. Chris Wold has led 22 laps. Now we got ourselves a new pusher. David comes up in the 52. Mr. Nick Lawrence in the 18 machine. I don't know. Let me see if he's available. Nope, he is not. I'll tell you who is. How about your leader? How about you, Chris? Bobby, you got a copy.
Hey, Bobby. How you doing?
You got a hot rod, my friend.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a hot rod here. I feel like I'm on the brake probably more than the gas at this point.
Is it true? The guys are telling me that iRacing kind of fiddle-diddled the package a little bit here on these cup cars at Daytona, and it's a freaking handful.
It's a little bit more of a handful. It used to be in the old package. It was kind of the pusher dictated the speed, and now it's definitely the leader. So it's a lot of looking in the mirrors, understanding where the cars are at. So it's a way different package. But, you know, once you hit that bubble, it's just getting on that brakes, let that car sink up to your back bumper, and you're off and running from that point.
Well, we're going to go back to it. We'll be watching a little bit of more white knuckle riding it around through here. I know that last caution took out quite a few guys here, and they had to use their fast repairs. So you're safest in your mother's arms, buddy, when you're up there in that rocking chair leading the show on that bottom lane.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. iRacing's being weird now and just bumped me out of first place, so I got to figure that out.
I saw that. All right. Hey, who'd I take you out of?
GWC.
All right. Be safe. Good luck. Have fun. If you guys want to know the reason why I asked where I took him out of, because each one of these guys have their own team chat rooms, and it's hard to remember who I pulled them from. And man, if you put them into the wrong room, there'll be a bounty out for your head right now. We're set and let iRacing figure this mess out real quick, or I should say our governing bodies, admin, they'll take care of this little situation. As you can see, Mr. Thompson trying to fit back in here. I don't know if they'll keep that green or not. If he got back into place, they will. Mr. Lawrence is out in front right now running around. First time he's been out front all night, getting a little bit of that fresh air. Remember at the beginning of the race I said the pusher dictates your speed? Well, apparently I'm wrong now. The guy out front's going to dictate the line speed. I guess that explains why they can't really just bump draft like crazy when they all get lined up. Have a little hard time getting lined up. It doesn't want to suck up real well to the back of the bumpers. There's Chris hanging out in that number 2 spot. We'll ride around with him here just for a second. Now he has got the hammer down. Trying like crazy to suck up to him. You notice the leader's actually pulling away a little bit. Now before that never happened. Before you'd suck right up to that leader and you'd give him a shove, about give him whiplash. Apparently, that's not the way it's going to be right now when they change this thing around. Looks like it is extremely hard to be able to suck up to anybody. Andrew Lewis, your pole setter, sitting in that 4th spot. '28, Frank Flores. Now, Mr. Garth Snyder gets to take a look at it. That's what Frank gets to, or Garth gets to look at now for a little while, huh? Man, where are the paint schemes like that when I'm racing, huh? Of course, I suppose that could be a little distracting. Perhaps maybe that's why it's on there. The Beverleys, Tyler Beverly in the 7th. 8th is going to be Haas Beverly. Junior Miller, 9th. Dennis Steele, he's in 10th. And that's the other 28 machine. Brett Summers right there in the 11th. Now, just a bit back, not too far. He's probably playing it cool right now. I think he might have been using most of his fast repairs. He has got to stay clean for the next probably 54 laps, I'd say. somewhere in that area. These three cats, they've hooked up together. They got a little ways to go to get caught back up. A little over 3 seconds behind the leader. You can see the distance right here in this shot. Lawrence letting it all hang out here in the old interstate battery machine. There it is. Shows you a little bit of the banking right here. There's a gyro look. Never a dull moment, I'll tell you that. Now you've not only got to watch your water temperature, your oil temperature, your fuel, and all that good stuff, but apparently now it's a real handful just to suck up to the other guy, and then sometimes to grab a hold of you and just drag you right in. But so far, everybody we talked to tonight kind of scratching their heads on this this new aerodynamic package they got going here that iRacing put in. I mean, they're trying to make it as realistic as absolutely possible. Now we've broken away a little bit. Looks like it's 3 sections. The first 7, last one's going to be Tyler Beverly. That's going to be the one. And back here a little bit of ways, Haas Beverly's leading this 4-pack. Then back a little further, you got Mark Beverly leading the other pack. Now, you normally don't see this. Usually it is just a pack full of wolves at about 195 mile an hour. Now, Chris Wold is right there on the bumper. Let's see if he gets close enough to him, if he's going to make that 18 machine just a little squirrely. And he doesn't even have to touch him, apparently. Getting right up to his bumper, almost. As you can see, though, man, the guy out front pulls away. Now he's got a little bit of a run right here. Kind of making it nearly impossible, it seems like. But Lawrence is out front. He's led 10 laps, almost halfway this time by. So far, we have had 4 cautions. 10 laps, only 2 lead changes. And you're asking, who's the other guy? Well, there's Mr. Andrew Lewis. He was your pole sitter setting in 4th. Chris Wold, the 132, he's led 23 laps. Lewis has led 15. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the 52 machine here, or the 20 that you're looking at. David, I can't pronounce his last name. He started 11th, and here he is hanging out in that 3rd spot, doing a pretty darn good job, by the way, in the DeWalt machine. Thanks for the Frontline Heroes machine. Let's go back to these three cats right here. Let's see what that interval looks like now. 8 seconds. They are slowly losing time. Haas Beverly. They're 4 seconds, that group is, from the leader. And right here is your leader. Everybody stay in single file tonight. You are watching any CRL Cup League. Check them out. Back here watching, Haas Beverly and those guys, they're doing a pretty darn good job trying to get a actual distance here, visual anyway. It's a little tough. Higher I keep going, the more you might be able to see this. I'm not sure. But right there is the second pack. Right here is the tail end of the lead pack. And there's your difference that you can see, that interval. They are slowly catching these guys. Now, unfortunately, this other pack back here, they're really not making up much time whatsoever. You guys got a favorite out there you want me to holler at? Let them know you're rooting for them. Let me know. I'll say whatever you want me to say. I don't live by anybody. I'll tell them whatever you want. You are watching it live on MaxspeedTV. 8,400 subscribers, and we thank each and every one. Lawrence right now motoring his way around, leading, going up on 16 laps. He's going to be leading here, or led. Chris Wold in the 132. He's led 23 laps. You got to go back to the 4th spot for the next guy. He's led 15. Andrew Lewis, your pole sitter. Right now, it's just a walk in the park for these guys. They're staying single file, and they're... Well, let's count down. Mr. Snyder in the 6th. Tyler Beverly's the last car in this little lead pack they got going. Now, Haas Beverly, his dad, there he is. Now let's see what that interval is now. 6.8. So they are definitely not gaining at all. We've got one coming in, and that will probably be, I do believe, Junior Miller. Yep, he is coming in right now. And he came in all by himself. Never a good thing in a super speedway and you're all by yourself. So far, we've not seen any green flag pit stops either. So this is going to be interesting. We should be seeing them coming up here in a little while, a little bit here. Lawrence slowly trying to catch the guy behind him as far as who's led the most laps tonight. He's got 19. The car back has got 23. And back here in the fourth place, Mr. Lewis, he's got 15. I have not heard nothing in a while from y'all out there on YouTube. Are you still alive? You still with me? Somebody say something. Where's everybody from tonight anyway? I know I probably asked it. You probably told me, but hell, I can't remember. Everybody's still running around here, actually giving each other some room. I think this new package has got them just a tad bit nervous. Still trying to figure out how these things handle. And don't forget, hit that like button for us. Just takes a second. We would definitely appreciate it immensely. Lawrence, 21 laps now. He's working on being the ultimate leader of the night. He's got a couple more, at least, to tie Chris behind him. He's led 23 of them. Just drop on back, just kind of get a gander, a feel. Right there's the last place. That's Tyler Beverly in that 69 machine. Now his dad, there he is. Now what you're looking at is a pretty darn good gap from these four cats to the other 7 up in the front. They're there, and the 7 is up that way. See that difference? They are not exactly catching them. The 115, that's Jeffrey Stewart. He is coming out of the pits, and he's going to go way back and hop in line. Hopefully he'll be able to hop in with these guys on this second run that's led by Haas. Coming up on another car, a black car. That should be Junior Miller, I believe. He will be going down 2 laps. Not the night that he was actually hoping for. As he hops back in line and rides away. Hopefully, if they come a caution, he'll get one of those back. And here they come. These guys are right now leaving. That's the second group of guys. And here comes your first. Right at you. There is Nick Lawrence. Get a better view of these guys, maybe. I don't know. Dang it. A little tough. There they are. Andrew Lewis is sitting right there. Lawrence is sitting there. Chris Wold. Who's going to come out first on this one? Looks like it's going to be Lewis. Lewis is going to take the lead. Nick is going to be in second. Third's going to be Frank Flores. Fourth will be Garth Snyder. Fifth is going to be Chris Wold. Seventh will be Tyler Beverly. Seventh is going to be Mr. Brett Summers. Mr. Lewis is on his horse and he is gone. But have no fear, because these guys are all going to hook right back up, and they got to catch him. David's run a heck of a race. He's doing awesome, hanging around in a 10-3 all night long. And there he is running around with Mr. Lewis as we speak. Now, what's the interval between first and third? Now, you got 4 of these cats right here coming at you. They are definitely going to be able to catch up. 4 is always faster than 2. Package is interesting to say the least. It's really hard, I noticed, to suck right up and actually do some serious bump drafting. And here comes these 4 guys now. Back into the picture. Looks like the 18 decided, I think we're going to get a little racy right here. Let's take a look. Lawrence took it up on the high side. Who went with him? Well, the 132 Chris Wold went with him, and so did Snyder. Bottom lane still choo-chooing around pretty darn quick. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to say Mr. Lawrence is going to try to drop in right there. And he did. You want to be really careful. They start jockeying around at that double yellow line. It's going to upset that car. And when it does, it's a good possibility they're going to lose it. Mr. Snyder is going to take it up to the top side now. See if he's got enough muscles to do something here. And he too will fall back just a bit. He'll fall back into that 6th place. All by himself, and he's missed the draft. He needs some help, and that's going to be Tyler Beverly in that 7th position. Now here comes the rest of these guys. First 2 are laps down. Mr. Summers is not in 8th place in the number 7 machine. They probably eventually will pick up Tyler Beverly. David out in front, enjoying being able to lead just a little bit finally. So he's going to lead the 2nd lap of this race For him, anyway. Out front. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about David. I don't know how long he's really been with this group. I'm not sure if he had just joined recently or I just overlooked him. I don't know. But I'm not overlooking him right now because he's out here in front leading the way. Six of these guys are all together, all the way back to Snyder. That's your front leading pack, if you will. Tyler Beverly by himself, but have no fear because here comes threesome. Two guys are a lap down. Summers is next in line in 8th place. They will pick up Tyler. And here comes the other guys, led by Lance Thompson. Him and Beverly, Chris Stroop, Haas, Beverly, and the 6 of Dennis Steele, which is 28 on our screen here. We're not getting too dicey at all with this package. They are staying single file. I think they had their handful in the beginning and weren't able to quite figure this thing out, so they decided to play it safe and go single file for the rest of this race, it looks like, at least until the time comes where they got to make some moves. You notice right there, Snyder's trying to do something up there on the high side, but he is all by himself. Nobody to the dance party with him. He'll drop right back down, probably behind Mr. Lewis. Or maybe not. Lawrence in the 18 machine. He's hanging out in your 4th spot. Notice a bit of a separation right here. Wow, we got ourselves a little bit of a mess back here, don't we? Looks like a bunch of fireflies. And this is going to be back to that 7th spot. Lance Thompson up in the 121. The Bandit. Tyler Beverly. Brett Summers. Chris Stroop. Haas Beverly. Dennis Steele. They getting awful racy back here. Let's see. Here's the second train, if you will, coming. Let's see how far. What's the gap here? Almost 14 seconds. If it was me, I would be screaming single file. Because that's the only way in the world we're even remotely going to be able to catch those guys up there. But I do believe single file is boring right now to these guys. They want to race a little bit, apparently. So you got to get single file if you want to try to catch these guys up front. They're doing about 192 mile an hour. And these guys up here, well, they're doing right around 192. As well. 193, actually. 194. So they're going to have a hard time catching them. Lap traffic. Going up on the high side, staying out of the way. And that will be Mr. Frank Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. It's not. It's another 28. Man, popular number. Back here in the back, 3 laps down. And Mr. Summers is back here behind these guys. There he is. That's 13th spot. Riding with the number 3, Chris Wold. As usual, what he gets to look at, huh? If I'm going to be stuck behind somebody, that's who I want to be stuck behind. Plain and simple. Trying to see if he can get some momentum and see if that will actually suck right up to him. Or does it feel like that there's a bubble between the cars and it just won't let you get up there? That's what I've been hearing. As you can see, he's just unable to really get up there that close. He can't even bump him. You can hear the RPMs get a little bit higher. Everybody's actually just riding it out right now. A fuel mileage race. You're not exactly, they're not exactly running over each other, to say the least. Y'all talk to me. Let me know you're still out here, will ya? The 52, David, working on his 13th lap. Nice breakaway, these top 6 cars. And I'm telling you, let's see. These guys getting any better? No. They are actually playing good. They're finally single file, but they're almost 15 seconds back. 20 laps to go, too. I'll tell you what, one last time while we're able to do this, let's have us a little bit of fun. Maybe I'll wake these people up out here in YouTubeville. Let's crank the mother up. I don't care what anybody says. That is a blast to watch. One of my favorites, anyway. David still hanging out right here, being out in that rocking chair. Now he's coming into the pits. Let's see, can he get it slowed down? Anybody gonna... Oh, what a fine job that was. Everybody done a great job. Chris Roll's got just a tad bit of a lead right here on this. I guess it's all going to depend on your fuel and your takeoff. And everybody else is coming in as well. The lead has changed. Now, let me see if I can find them real quick. Look at them all now. Now we'll see how this changes here that iRacing's made. Now, Chris is out there a pretty good little ways. Let's see what he was at. I know the second place here, David, he is, okay, 0.133. Let's see if he can close in on that leader, which he should be able to. And he does. Okay. These two cats are going to be running around all the way back until Mr. Lewis, which is not too awful far. You guys can see the difference right here. Right there's Andrew Lewis, Nick Lawrence, and Frank Flores right there. Okay, and there's your interval. You can see right up here is going to be 1 and 2. So that's 1 and 2. And here comes 3, 4, and 5. They will end up catching up with these guys. 16 laps to go with the line. Chris Wold has led 25 laps, started second in this race. The guy behind him's led 15 laps, started 11th. Up on the high side, Andrew Lewis decides to get very evasive. Now he's up there. Got a little help from Lawrence. Whoa, a little squirrely there, David, in the 20. Able to hang on to it. Lewis goes by him with a little help from his friend of the 18 of Lawrence. Lewis back up in the rocking chair, leading it away. 15 laps to go. They got plenty of fuel to go all the way. Is the new package going to screw them up? And they start bumping and touching each other. They're going to take the air off those backs of those spoilers. There's going to be a bubble in between the cars. They just can't get up there and do any shoving. You heard me interview these guys. They said that they definitely have a changed package in these cars. And they just can't seem to figure it out. Those are your top 5. Now, 6th place, all the way back here by himself, is going to be Mr. Snyder. 7th is going to be Joseph Allen, way back by himself. Here comes a couple cats, Lance Thompson and Mark Beverly. That's 8th and 9th. They will probably pick up Joseph Allen right here. But it could just be boiling down right here. These top 5. Well, congratulations. Let's see. Swarden Chris Warden keyboard, I believe. He said he's an old-time viewer here. MaxspeedTV, nice to have you along. This is Bobby with all the freaking hobbies with MaxspeedTV. Rudy, I think Rudy was out to the races here with some friends. The NASCAR race. He's still running the show here at MaxspeedTV. And running the show, Mr. Lewis is doing a very good job. But Lawrence, these guys are neck and neck. They're all staying right here with each other. Same distance apart, all 5 of these cars. You don't see anybody pushing anybody. You don't see any bump drafting going on. That package change they did has totally changed the whole entire handling of these cars. $11 to go at the line. You're watching any CRL Cup League. Mr. Lewis is leading the way. He's led 23 laps. He was the polecat of this race. Nick Lawrence in the 18 machine started 4th. He's hanging out here in 2nd. He's led 24 laps as well. Chris Wold has led 26, and he started in the 2nd spot. David, the last name I ain't even going to try to pronounce. He started 11th, and he's in the 4th, and he led 15 laps. And then back here in the 5th, we got Frank Flores. That's your top 5. That's all we're really going to care about right now. 10 to go at the line. These guys are battling their butts off, trying to get good rides, good scoring, get up there, get in a top 3, 4, 5 finishes. It's all about the points, man. It's playoff time here. Roger Strickland, Mr. Excitement. Nice to see you out in YouTube land. Lance Thompson and the boys, here they come. How far are they from the leader, you're asking? Well, I'm going to tell you, they're 17 seconds back. It's a good possibility you can stick a fork in them. Unless a caution appears. If not, it's going to be between these boys. Bobby, watch out for the Karen. There's no Karens out here in my broadcast, pal. We don't do Karens. It might be 2021, but I'm old school. Again, there's nobody sucking up to anybody right here. You notice they're all fairly evenly spaced out. $8 to go at the line. Is anybody make a move? Is somebody going to go with them if they do make a move? Can they even make a move? Everybody's still single file. Who is going to try something first? Whoa! Looks like those two are going to try at the same time. David and Lawrence right there. That's going to shuffle David back a ways. Think he might have made the move a little too soon. And that will throw him backwards. Lewis just got done winning the truck race on Friday night, the NECRL Truck League. I know that because I broadcasted it. Man, this guy's on a roll. Here he is again. 6 laps to go. Is he going to be able to keep these 4 cats off of him? He was a winner Friday night. Is he going to be able to do it here on Sunday night? You just can't make this stuff up. Five to go at the line. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna make the move first? Lewis. Lawrence in second. Chris Wold third. Fourth is Frank Flores. And David is in fifth. And all the way back, Lance Thompson and them. Are they doing any gaining? No. Not enough. Praying for a caution. Will it happen? If it does, it'll bunch them up. 5 to go. Riding along with Lawrence, the second place car. As you can see, he just can't seem to get up there to his bumper. There's Chris Rold in the number 3 spot. He's actually able to almost get to the 18's bumper. I can guarantee you he's saying, come on, Chris, give me a hitch, give me a shove, buddy. And right there's Frank Flores in the 28 machine. He's riding right along there with them, waiting to see what's going to happen up here. Who do I go with? When do I go? And I do believe the 20 machine of David, he was out on the high side all by himself. He ain't going anywhere. He's got to jump back in line. And he does. Three to go at the line. Who's going to make the move? Is it going to be Chris Wold? He's going to step out first to hope and pray that Frank and David goes with him. Or is it going to be the 18 machine, Nick Lawrence? Is he going to pop out there and leave the 12 sitting still and everybody go high? Look at the run he gets on him right here, but he just can't get to his bumper. Two to go. Who is going to make the move? That's the question. Does Lewis have enough? I'm sure he's going to make that car 40 feet wide when he can here in another lap. David peeking out to the outside. Still nobody wanting to go with him. He's not going to make any headway at all. Here we go, folks. 1 to go right here. What flag? What's going to happen? Is Lawrence going to be able to throw something out there? David's making another shot. He's all by himself. Ain't going to happen. The 18 of Lawrence is taking a little peek to the high side. What's he going to do? When's he going to try to make the move? And is Chris Wold in the 132 in the number 3 spot? Is he going to go with him or isn't he? Real knee slapping, nail biting thing right here. Final lap. They have anything for this Lewis guy? He won Friday night in the Truck League. And here he comes down. Is he going to be able to do it again? 2 in 1 week? Is it possible? I do believe it is. And he does it. Andrew Lewis. Ha-ha! Making it look easy, folks. In his dirty machine. There he is, happy as he can be. Like I said, he won Friday night in the Truck League. Coming right back around. Look at, he's going to do it right here. Give him a little burnout. And you just never know. These guys might give him a congratulatory bump. Yeah, you're right there. Snore of a finish. I'm going to have to go along with that. Kind of hoping iRacing realizes, you know, sometimes it's just best to leave well enough alone. I don't know. Who am I to say? You guys stick around. We're going to be right back. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Get a chance to talk to these guys and see how they like that new package set up. We'll be right back. Hey, you better be. Welcome back, everybody. NECRL Cup League Sunday night. I got the top 3 cats right here in this race. Can't wait to talk to them. Can't wait to ask them what they think about the iRacing change they made to these bad boys. Chris Wold, talk to me.
It's lonely without any friends up front. That's what this is for you.
How different is this package compared to what it used to be? Because I'll tell you what I've seen here as far as broadcasting this thing, it's like nobody can get to anybody's bumper hardly at all. And it's almost like there's a bubble between you, where you just can't quite suck up and do anything.
kind of, to me, kind of like what we were talking about at the halftime there. I don't know if it was halftime. We're going to call it halftime.
Sure.
Speed around the track now, it's more dependent on the lead car, not so much the pusher anymore. The lead car's got to be trailing the brake a little bit or lifting to let that follower, break that bubble, because there definitely is a bubble that you can hit and you just can't get to that bumper without the lead car helping. And then you throw in a little bit now with the side draft, now that that's here, and bringing that into play on when do you rub that quarter panel and when do you bounce off of it so you can keep your momentum going.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had your handful for a while. I mean, kind of white knuckle riding it all the way around this place. I mean, there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of guys that, I mean, to be totally honest with you, hey, I say what's on my mind. That's what I do. It looked like half y'all were drunk. You guys just couldn't hold a really good straight line. It just seemed like, it was kind of taking you all over the place. You were fighting it.
Yeah, when you're in the bubble and you've got some gap between you, you can hold it pretty well. But as soon as you pop that bubble and the pusher now becomes the pusher and it's officially locking bumpers, they tend to get a little loose and squirrely. And so I think that was just kind of a learning curve for everyone as the night progressed. It's getting ready to anticipate that bump and knowing what it's going to do to you, even on straightaway. I know during practice, it was, using a biking term, it was like almost felt like you were tank slapping it. It would just start moving you back and forth across the track.
Well, it looked like a blast. A little bit on the boring side. Not quite used to the single file stuff that we've seen here tonight. Normally it's, it's 2x2 about, 8 to 10 rows deep, and it gets really, the storm comes up around the last 5 laps of a race. But in this case, it didn't turn out that way. But hey, third place finish, not too awful bad. You led 26 laps. Anybody you want to think out there in YouTube, Bill, before I let you go?
Yeah, the guys over at GWC, the wife, again, for letting me do this race. And then big thanks hanging out, doing the broadcast now in a single file Daytona race.
Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it, to be honest with you. I don't drink, so I can't blame it on that. But yeah, my gosh, it's different. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know, as a driver, it's got to be a little irritating. I mean, as a fan or perhaps somebody watching or a broadcaster or whatever, I gotta be honest with you. It's about as boring as watching paint dry almost. It's not the excitement that we're used to having. So hopefully they change that crap back up. I ain't liking that. But anyway, congratulations, bud. Third place finish. And we'll catch you next week. Keep it going. Getting the points. Right. That's what it's all about, man. Going for the championship.
That's right. All right. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Number 2 man. Nick, talk to me, buddy. How are you?
Well, not too bad.
Interesting race. Would you agree with me on some of my commentary? It had to be tough to do anything. I mean, we kept watching these guys go around and around and around. I'm thinking, okay, 5 laps, 4 laps, 3 laps. Okay, is anybody going to jump out and make a move? It just seems like if you did anything, you lost all your momentum.
Yeah, if you went up to that top side, you were going backwards. It didn't matter where you were or how many guys behind you. You were going back for some reason. It's kind of strange. Top line used to be the fast line.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this little setup right here. It's, my gosh, it's kind of like watching paint dry just about. It's I don't know. Hopefully they'll rectify that situation a little bit. I mean, used to the beating and the banging and the bumping and the drafting, Yeah,
back to the way it was. It was a lot more interesting.
Yeah, to say the least. But hey, second place finish. You can't be, you got to be pretty happy about that at least. I mean, hey, we're talking points and we're looking for a championship here.
Oh yeah, been nice to get a first place, but I pushed Andrew to the lead there. So hey, might as well let him win it.
I guess you pushed him. I think you stayed with him. How's that? I didn't see much of anybody pushing anybody hardly.
I think you can really get on somebody's bumper too much anymore unless you got to run, and then you just kind of rear end them.
Yeah, right. Agreed. All right, buddy. Anybody you want to think out there before I let you go tonight?
Yeah, just all the guys that are involved in this league, and then and you for broadcasting it. Thanks.
Hey. I would like to say that it was fun and exciting, but I'd be lying to you if I said that. I'll say it was different. How's that?
All right.
All right, buddy.
Sure.
Congratulations, and we'll talk to you later on, all right?
All right, thanks. Bye.
Wow, here's a shocker, Andrew. Another interview, another win this week.
You'd see me again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, oh man, I talked to you more than I've talked to my wife all week.
Well, that's a good thing for me. Probably a good thing for your wife too.
Yeah, could be. So talk to me. You was out front. You was in the back a little bit. Back out front. Some this iRacing tweak they did up in about 15 seconds. Will you? What's your
You can't
thoughts?
push. Yeah, you can't push. Change the draft completely. Side drafting works really well now, but I mean, I saw somebody talk about it on Facebook saying you have to cooperate, and like if you have a pack of 8 cars, 4 of them have to almost simultaneously decide like we're gonna go on that outside line. It did make it a lot more boring. Nick and I were back there trying little things. I don't know if you were honest, but
Yep.
when he was in front of me, he dragged the brake a little bit. I'd get up on his bumper, which would pull him back from the car in front. And then we'd try once we get a big run out of a corner to go, and it just kept stalling out. So, yeah, I don't know if I can do it in 15 seconds. It did. I agree with you, man. It made the race a lot more boring. When we were sitting there in that pack of 4, I kept thinking, like, oh my God, they're going to slingshot. They're going to do it.
Well,
They're
that's
gonna
what I
do
kept
this.
saying.
Well, that you can't do
never
it right
happened.
now.
No, it never
You
happened.
can't do it. I
waiting.
tried.
We're waiting and we're waiting. I'm like, come on, Nick. When you gonna make your move and pull out, or the other guy's gonna follow? And is that gonna stick Andrew back from 1st to 4th or 5th? And
Yeah,
nobody did nothing.
Now, and Nick and I work together a lot. Nick and I run really well together.
Yep.
So I have to thank him first and foremost for not doing that. Kind of made a deal where we figured this super speedway stuff out if they're not going to do it. So if the opportunity arises, Nick knows that I will push him to the lead anytime. I wanted to get a W to get in the playoffs secured. And so we're gonna make sure I will be repaying that favor to Nick.
Now, did iRacing change anything as far as your water and your oil temperatures? Do they heat up as fast or not near as fast?
I was out front most of the night. I didn't have, no. The temps didn't seem to mess up. You can't get close enough to really block that radiator. At one point, Nick was getting close on my bumper, and he said that he felt like he was heating up a little bit. But I mean, like 2 weeks ago before this update, I could have blown a car up in 3 laps, and I couldn't have done it tonight if I tried.
Right. Well, again, second time you've won tonight, at least 2 times this week that I broadcasted anyway. I mean, son, you're on a roll. Championship coming.
Yeah, man, I feel good to be locked into that championship now. It takes a lot of stress off. Should have had it a couple weeks ago at Talladega when there was some off-track tomfoolery, if you will, that took me out from 1st to 9th on the green-white checkered. So, that I just wanted to get this one under my belt. And obviously I'll start thanking people now. You got to thank Twisted Tea. It's, it'll smack you if you try to get an attitude with it. Need to thank Nick and Scott and
Hey, I got a
Shane.
question real quick. Do you think there's any Karens out there drink Twisted Tea?
No, not anymore. Not after they saw what an assault weapon it is.
Pretty impressive, I'll say that, buddy.
Yeah, I will. Well, look, Bobby, I appreciate you broadcasting, man. It's always fun watching the broadcast after the race. I'm like I said the other night, I'm working with a team for Road to Pro. So RCR, Ramsey Cole Racing, that those guys, I think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in Road to Pro. And so I just want to give them a quick shout out while we're here.
Well, congratulations, pal. Again, 2 times a winner, at least this week that I've broadcasted. So you are on a roll. Keep it up. Have yourself a safe weekend. I guess I'm going to see you next Friday, bud.
Yes, sir. We'll see you at Charlotte next weekend.
You got it. Take care. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, Bobby.
Always have a lot of fun. That guy's a character. You can have so much fun with him. It's not even funny. All these guys, actually, you can. Well, you heard it. Well, I guess you can figure it out for yourself. I'm kind of thinking that iRacing needs to go back to the drawing table again or something or another. I don't know. A lot of guys not a big fan of what they've done, how they changed things. Making it considerably more difficult and well, it's just not race fan friendly, I suppose. You come to these super speedways, you want to see some tight racing. But I'm sure iRacing in their infinite wisdom will get things fixed out, worked out, and they'll be back awesome as always. Until then, this is NECRL Couple League, guys. Check them out. So get ready. This season's going to be over fairly soon. They're going to fire it back up again. Get your spot now. Get in there and tell them you want to join it. It's the fixed setup. It's a lot of fun. These guys are pretty awesome. I'd like to thank everybody out there who's been watching, been out hanging out with me tonight on a Sunday night. And, well, until next time, y'all be safe out there. And until then, see ya.